If Truth and Soul were a person, it would be a mad preacher on the street corner, half James Brown, half Bad Brains, shouting the gospel of groove, rage, and revolution through a bullhorn while breakdancing and combat boot. Released in 1988, Fishbone's second full-length album is a shape-shifting monster that kicks down genre boundaries like it were drywall. It's not just funk, punk, ska, or metal, it's all of them at once, jammed into a blender with political paranoia, humor, and soul-searching rage, then served with a Molotov cocktail umbrella. Truth and Soul refines the mayhem of Fishbone's earlier work without losing an ounce of their fire. Produced by David Cohen, who also worked with the Bangles and Paul McCartney. I mean, totally wrap your hand around that one. Helps tighten the bolts, but this is still an album that feels like it might spontaneously combust. Guitars slash like switchblades, horns wail like sirens, and frontman Angelo Moore yelps, croons, and screams like a preacher like charisma. Tracks like Freddy's Dead, a cover of Curtis Mayfield's classic, are reimagined with a fiery new urgency, less smooth soul, more scorched earth sermon. Malt and Paw swings between ska-inflected bounce and hardcore thrash, chronicling divorce and broken homes without losing its danceable edge. Bonin' in the Boneyard is pure slap-bass ecstasy, proof that Fishbone could out-funk the funk bands and out-punk the punks. And then there's Ghetto Soundwave, a dystopian dance track for the post-Reagan fallout. Fishbone never shied away from social political commentary, and Truth and Soul is where the message crystallized. Social profiling, poverty, broken families, and systemic injustice is all tackled with punk fury and funk finesse. There's rage, but there's also vulnerability. Fishbone aren't just fighting the system, they're showing the scars it left behind. It truly is a crying shame that Fishbone never blew up the same way that their peers did. Maybe they were too eclectic, too politically charged, or just too ahead of their time. But Truth and Soul stands tall as one of the most underrated albums of the late 80s, a shape-shifting manifesto that predicted the genre mashups of the 90s and still sounds fresh today. In a world of formulaic records, Truth and Soul is the rare album that feels like a breathing, living organism. It doesn't sit politely on your shelf. It kicks your door in and dares you not to dance, think, and throw a brick through the nearest window, in rhythm, of course. So if you haven't listened to this album, check it out. Let me know what you think.